Welcome back to the Sovah Says podcast, and we've got another Mount Rushmore Monday list for you. We're taking the tall task of creating a Mount Rushmore of Lakers legends with singer and entertainer Trevor Penick of O-Town. As one of the band's founding members, Trevor helped launch a movement that helped their debut album sell over 3 million copies worldwide and ascend to number 5 on the Billboard charts. When Trevor isn't making the band or taking tour stops, he's finding time to enjoy one of his biggest passions, the Los Angeles Lakers. A gym rat at heart that goes back to the days of killing the concrete courts of the 909, the game of basketball is in his blood.
And now I am so happy to be reunited with an old friend and Trevor Penick of O-Town. Trevor, how are you doing, brother? It's so good to see you.
Man, what's up, dude? Rancho Cucamonga, let's go.
Let's go, 909.
Come on, man. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of this in the world, you know what I'm saying? We got to give Rancho love. I love this. This is the best, man.
There you go. So tell us, where are you right now? What are you guys up to?
Man, we are touring right now. Been touring. We came up with this tour called the Pop 2000 Tour. So it's like takes the music from the 2000s, like us. Ryan Cabrera, who was pretty big in the early 2000s. LFO, their one remaining member, Brad Fischetti, he's out there with us. We got BB Mac, who had a couple pretty big hits back then. And then a host is Chris Kirkpatrick from NSYNC. So he hosts the whole night. And then at the end, he comes out with us. And basically we play background to NSYNC. We do 15 minutes. We do all the NSYNC hits.
How fun.
Man, really fun, man. It's a lot of people are coming out, enjoying it. Pop 2000 tour, man. It's crazy. We're in Albany. Then we got like Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Hershey, PA. We're all over, man. Check otownofficial.com or Pop 2000 tour or Pop 2000 tour on Instagram. It has all the dates and stuff, man. It's been great.
Awesome. Well, mostly, I know most people know you for music and entertainment and comedy and all these things that you're so amazing at. That's not what we do here on the Mount Rushmore Monday segment. We want to know more about you. We want to know what you're passionate about. And since I've known you as long as I have, I know that you're a diehard Lakers fan. Tell me a little bit about when you were younger and some of the things that made you fall in love with the Lakers.
Yeah, man. It was just LA, Southern California, Rancho Cucamonga, Magic, the 80s. My dad was a big Laker fan. Him and all of his buddies would watch all the games. And I'm a little kid running around. I remember, on CBS, Dick Stockton, Magic. My earliest memory of them winning is 85. That's like the first one I remember them getting.
Is that against Celtics or the Pistons?
That's Celtics. 85 was against Celtics. Then 87, 88, back-to-back Celtics and then Pistons. But the Magic, man, I mean, it was Magic. It was all about Magic. He was my favorite player. When I was a little kid, I played point guard. You know how kids nowadays, they want to shoot the three, the step back three with Steph Curry. Well, when I was growing up, all I wanted to do was make no-look passes. So I was point guard. I used to just run on the court and try to make no-look passes. No business doing that, by the way. My dad would just yell at me because my dad was a coach. Quit trying to make no-look passes. Look at where you're passing the ball. Just everybody wanted to be Magic. So I was just, it was all about Magic, man. And they're winning. So then it's like that just gets instilled in you. And then, November 7th, 1991, bro, I cried at Cucamonga Junior High School, bro. That morning he announced he had AIDS, bro. I was like walking around campus like, what is happening? What is going to happen? I was so sad. We thought he was going to die within a year, bro. Right. We didn't know anything.
What are we here with 35 years later? Still
Still here and alive and kicking. So, that was very sad. And then, adolescence, I'm 12 years old, then you're really getting pulled in, and then you got to get behind a team that doesn't have Magic. And then we get, Van Exel, Sadeo 3, we get Eddie Jones, that whole squad, Sabalos, Eldon
George
Campbell.
Lynch.
All those guys, then I really got around that team. Like Van Exel became my favorite player. Like the first, I never even had like a Magic jersey as a little kid. The first jersey I ever had, I still have, and I still can wear it, which is crazy because I got it my sophomore year as a Van Exel jersey, a 9. But remember, we used to wear everything so baggy. Sure. So now that shit fits me perfect. And I rock that shit. I'm like, man, I show up in my Van Exel jersey. People are like, okay, I see you. I see you, Nick the Quick. Oh man, and then Kobe, that was really in my 20s. Kobe's 1 year older, and that was like my passion. Like really
Sure.
came, because Kobe to us, man, is better than Jordan. Like, they were already, we can. That's another. We'll get into that.
We'll
We'll
get
get
into
into
that.
that. I'm gonna get heated. But yeah, Kobe, and then Powell, that Kobe Shaq, like, God, we loved Kobe, man. I was like, fuck you, Shaq.
Yeah.
Like, stop being fat and out of shape, Shaq. Stop being fat and out of shape. Stop.
Run the floor.
I'm on Kobe's side on that, and then it was like, then Shaq left and everybody hated Kobe. Then the rape
Right.
thing and everyone hated him and hated him and hated him. So he'll never win, never. And it's like, dude, that was, those were the
You got
most
over that.
critical. This is why the people that love Kobe and the Lakers so much, because you really went through that period that when Shaq left, and it was like, God, he's got to win one without Shaq. He's got to win one without Shaq. He has to, and then Shaq got his, and you're just like, God damn it.
Yeah, then you got
and
hey, Kobe.
Tell me how my ass tastes.
Tell me how my ass tastes. And this is why you cannot judge a book in the middle of the book. You have to let the book finish until we can start discussing how great the book is.
Right.
Because you're telling me this book isn't good when Shaq first left. Oh, he's not as good, not as good. Well, let's finish the book.
Yeah.
Now we can talk about how good the book is, and so
absolutely. And that's what I'm sure we're going to be doing here in a second.
Yeah.
So
man.
with a team with that much history and that many great players, this may be one of the most difficult Mount Rushmores we do all year. I mean, there's 5, 6, 7 names that are guys of all-time greats there's like 4 or 5 guys in the top 10 scoring all time. Like, and you have to pick 4. We're looking at 4 GOATs. We are building our Mount Rushmore of Los Angeles Lakers legends.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, and there's no splitting like 2 faces, like half of one face.
I got you. Okay. But here's the thing. Now, we have to judge this for me. Okay.
Sure. This is your list.
This is my Mount Rushmore. This ain't like this ain't the best 4 basketball players that were Lakers. That's not what this is, right?
Okay.
For me.
Sure.
We can discuss. Mind you, a simple little thing I want to let all the viewers out there know. Since I've been in this world, first championship ever of life, 1980. From 1980, since I've been alive till now, 45 years, the most winningest franchise in sports is the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay,
fair enough.
Of the 4 major sports, there might be some soccer teams that have more chips, but in my lifetime, there's been no more winning franchise than the Lakers, 11 titles. So this is very difficult, as you said. Okay, nobody, So I will start with my obvious. It's Kobe. Okay.
Yep.
Kobe.
So we'll go one at a time, and then we'll talk about why you like that one. And then I may agree. I may say, yep, that one's on mine as well. I have a list as well. May not have the same criteria of why, but I'll be able to like tell you why I think
I'm sure we will not be on par on all 4, but you got Kobe on yours, right?
Okay. Yeah. Kobe Bean Bryant, no question, like the most slam dunk pick, I think, of the 4. So tell me more about why you like Kobe on this.
I mean, for me, Kobe is on the actual Mount Rushmore for me, just because of what he did and meant. Like, you can take all the stats, the youngest and all that, and when he came into the league as the 18-year-old, he didn't play.
Right.
Del Harris barely played him any minutes. He was, it's like, oh, he only averages, like, he didn't even get the actual, he didn't get the real, he didn't come in averaging 20 points a game because it wasn't polished yet. He wasn't number 1 pick. He was like, the guy.
Right.
So that kind of threw stuff off for his stats. But I mean, obviously, come on, 20 years, all with the Lakers, 5 chips, the 3 with Shaq that we all know, everyone, okay, those are Shaq's, but we know that Kobe. Look at what Kobe did against the Western Conference.
Sure.
Okay, to get to all those finals were the harder teams. The finals, of course, Shaq got finals MVPs because we played the East, who did not have a center. We had to dump the ball into Shaq 30 times a game, and he was, of course, going to be the finals MVP. That doesn't mean anything to me.
Right? Like 2 of those are against Rick Smits, right? Like,
yeah, no, I mean, yeah, one Rick Smits and then Mutombo, for one.
oh, for Philly, right?
Right, Philly, and then the Nets had Aaron Williams and
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't really have anybody. So that's why we just took advantage in the finals. You didn't ever really lose. But those Western Conference series were always
Sure.
really tough. And Kobe
Those were
kind of
always
carried us through those.
That's what everyone always said. That's the actual championship, was winning the West at that
Right.
point.
Because the West was harder than the finals
Right.
were for us in all those series. We only lost we lost 2 games to the Pacers, we lost 1 to Philly, and we didn't lose it all to the Nets. Well, we only lost 3 finals games in that run. But then, of course, Shaq leaves, and he'll never win without Shaq. Never win without Shaq. Wins without Shaq. Wins another one. Like, I mean, just he was unstoppable.
What's more impressive that Kobe was a part of? The three-peat or carrying that team to beating the Celtics that was like Powell, Lamar.
Powell Lamar was harder, obviously, because his supporting cast wasn't as great.
Right.
The 2000s teams were all like
they were
dogs.
Loaded, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, the 10 teams were loaded too. We had Bynum, Gasol. I mean, Kobe made those guys what they are most of the time. You know what I mean? But I think the 2 after, just because of the weight on it, and like doing all of the uphill climb. Like, man, Kobe got Smush Parker had a job because of Kobe, right? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, they didn't get along, but he did for a while.
When he was those first couple years without Shaq, when he was like a scoring machine. I mean, if he didn't go through those rape trials, man, the things that people would have been saying about him are a lot different.
Sure.
Hate and narrative took over a lot of Kobe's career. When he should have been higher on people's lists, he wasn't, because they didn't like him. He only won 1 MVP because he wasn't likable.
That's the incredible stat, is for as long as he played, to only have 1 regular season MVP is wild.
Because when he was dominant, 2005, 6, 7, 8, he didn't have a team around him. That's when Shaq left, and he was like, that's when he said that's when he scored 81 and 60. He could put up he was in the best shape of his life ever. He just didn't have like the surrounding squad, but those were MVP numbers. He made him 41 and 41, 7th seed, took the 2 seed Phoenix Suns, unbelievable 55 win team. Damn, we're up 3-1. God damn, excuse my language. Tim Thomas, God, the 3 ball, the offensive rebound, we couldn't get in game 6. Just like,
oh, the wound's still so fresh.
It haunts me to this day, because that 3-1, that 2-7 matchup that they should have won that series, man. That would have been one of the really solid check marks on his legacy. If that series they would have won. Like,
right.
Damn.
Well, we obviously both agree on Kobe. I have a feeling we'll both agree on the next one. Who do you got?
Magic.
Magic, absolutely. Couldn't
Magic's
agree
my next one, for all the reasons I said before. Triple-double machine, great. I mean, before Michael, Magic was it, man. Magic still could be top whatever. His career was cut short. You know what I'm saying? Magic was he just did things with the ball no one ever seen. He was a magician. And this is what I say about like LeBron. LeBron at his age now can play like how Magic played in his 20s.
Sure.
That's how well LeBron like sees the floor and can take the ball up. Because like he can play just like how Magic did for 5 more years. It's crazy.
Magic could play all 5 spots, and we saw it in the playoffs. Early on But yeah, you're right. Getting his career cut short due to HIV, but then still coming back to play with the Dream Team, that memorable All-Star game where he's coming down.
Yeah, he threw up all the threes, got the MVP. That was great.
Oh, it's so cool.
And then when he came back and played with the Van Exel and Sabalos and Eddie Jones and them, that 96 season,
like the 4, right?
96, I think it was, right before Shaq, right the summer before Shaq and Kobe came. And yeah, that game against the Warriors.
There's no Showtime. Obviously that's the tail end of Kareem's career there, but there's no Showtime without Magic. Like, as good as that roster was with Worthy and Byron and Coop, and that team is not Showtime without the Hollywood passes that Magic's
Of course,
throwing
he
during
was the lead actor. I mean, he was the lead actor. Like, y'all, come with me, and we got this. And those battles, man, those Lakers Celtics battles, that just like, you know, if that didn't draw you into love basketball, then I mean, who are you? What are we doing here? You know,
we don't
um,
have one of those rivalries right now. Like, think about
no, not like that. You know,
Yeah.
not like that. Not with that much like hate. You know, it was like crazy back then. Crazy. That's what made Kobe. That's what made Kobe so great in 2010. Was like beating them after they whooped us in 2008. Like, oh man, thank God. Thank God.
All right, so we've got Kobe's face up there. We've got Magic's face
Kobe,
up
we
there.
got Magic.
Now where are we going?
Then we're gonna put. We gotta put Shaq, man.
We
I
gotta
gotta go.
put
I
Shaq.
gotta throw Shaq.
3 for 3.
I gotta throw Shaq up there. Or 3 for 3.
Or 3
All
for
right,
3.
3 for 3. Shaq, just because, hey, Shaq didn't have anything. He wasn't even. He's considered a Laker because he got us those chips. He didn't win no chips before us. He came to us. He was the most dominant player in the game. Like, I just love Shaq. You hate Shaq till you have him, and then you love. You know, like I hated Shaq, and then we got him, and he was, you know, and we got his chips, and he got us 3. He got us a 3-peat, the 3-peat that we never got with Magic. You know, Pat Riley saying 3-peat after the 88 one, you know, and then it didn't happen. You know, we lost to the Pistons, and then Shaq was, you know, obviously the most integral part of the Shaq Kobe, that 3-peat. So we gotta put Shaq on there, most dominant ever. Gotta have Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, he's the most dominant player of all time. Like, as far as just absolutely taking over a game, and I mean, obviously Jordan, there's sort of different types of dominance. One was more skill, the other is like just physical dominance and
yes, that was just
manhandling,
overbearing, and we haven't seen anything close to it. I'm wondering if something like that's ever gonna happen again. I'm like, Wilt came, and then Shaq came, and it's like Wemby's like not physically dominating like that. You know, his stature is like, but I don't know, man. That he was just so much power.
Sure. I mean, think about the Admiral, like how physically imposing David Robinson was to everybody else in the league.
Yeah.
And except Shaq. Shaq made him look like a twig. And
Shaq made him be like, yo, I need help, guys. Let's double this. Like, let's double this. What? David Robinson wants a double?
Yeah. The closest thing to somebody, you know, hanging with Shaq as far as on the in the blocks posting up was Akeem. Like in that finals, you know, Akeem was just so skilled at that position, and just
like so skilled
with this dream shake. You know,
he just showed you that finesse was better than power. Like sha sha sha, like, and then he's just like whoop, drops off the dimes. Like he was on a good one, man.
Yeah,
he was on a good one. Everyone forgets that. I mean, that those two teams, those Rockets team. Remember, they moved the 3-point line up both of those years. And then they were like, "No, we got to move it back." That was black. Why did we do that? Why did we do that? Vernon Maxwell shooting 60% from 3. We got to bring that back. No disrespect to Vernon Maxwell. That guy.
Yeah. All right, so now I'm curious. Are we gonna go 4 for 4 here? I don't think we will, but that's only because I think you're gonna go slightly off the beaten path here.
Okay.
Who you got is the 4th face on Mount
Rushmore? So my 4th face on the Lakers Mount Rushmore is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
4 for 4.
Let's go!
What?
Let's go, Kareem. Okay.
How can you not? How can you not?
Wow, right? I mean, it's not, you know, was the highest score and everyone, people will be like, oh, well, LeBron's now, but this is a Laker Mount Rushmore. And the cap, man, the cap, Magic and the cap. You know, you can't have Magic without Kareem. You can't have Shaq without Kobe, right? Like, you can't. LeBron just hasn't done enough yet as a Laker to be put on the Lakers Mount Rushmore for me.
Is he going to get a statue? Is LeBron been a Laker enough to get a statue? I feel like the Lakers make statues for everybody, but
I feel like he'll get his jersey retired. I think absolutely. I think that. Statue, I think he needs another one, man. He needs to ride off into the sunset with a chip. If this year would have happened like I wanted it to, if Luka would have got his revenge against the Celtics, and LeBron and Luka would have played the Celtics in the finals, and the Lakers beat the Celtics, that would have been. Then LeBron would finally be like, he would earn his Lakership, I think, for everyone. everyone would be like, okay, finally. He beat the Celtics, and like that didn't happen, obviously.
And as much as I hate the asterisk talk for any of the teams that won championships during COVID, I think they're weak. It's a soft label to put on it. Everyone played the same circumstances, and everything was equal. It wasn't like the Lakers or the Dodgers or whoever won, started with a 10-game lead because of
There is no asterisk. There's an asterisk for it being the hardest championship ever. You heard
I'd
me
agree.
say, like, they were stuck there. They didn't have no time to go home, couldn't see their loved one. Like, that was harder than any championship. Whatever. The only thing that sucks from that is that we didn't get a parade.
Right.
That's the only thing that I say about that, was like, they didn't get the parade. So we need that parade. But yeah, he needs to get another one. I think if he gets another one, then maybe. Maybe. But I don't know about a statue.
A statue.
I don't know about a statue.
Hopefully they spell his the stats right, because the Kobe statue had that whole
yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, they fixed it. But who was the player you had the hardest time like debating in your head, should I be putting this person on there? Was there someone, or was it just these are the four, like, no question?
It was more about what is going to be my reasoning for not having LeBron, because the other four are, to me, those are the four. Like,
right. Did Wilt, you think about Wilt at all? Did you think about?
I thought a little bit about Wilt, but again, it's hard because I have 45 years of experience.
Sure.
But I don't have that much. I didn't see a lot of Wilt or Jerry West or Elgin Baylor, those guys, right? So for me, it's an emotional Mount Rushmore for the most part. These are the four players that I think are the best that emotionally were for me.
It's a great list. Obviously, we
right? Yeah, I mean, you have the same one. I mean, come on.
That is Trevor Penick's Laker legend Mount Rushmore, as you see right here. Trevor, thank you so much for joining us. I hope that in the future we can think of another list. We can have you on again. We really appreciate that.
Man, we can absolutely. I could come on here and talk any sports any day that you want. Let's go.